We're in Bulgaria, getting our car registered and talking to our attorney about residency today in Veliko Tarnovo, about residency in Bulgaria. So stick around and hopefully you're going to enjoy the video. We're going to show you where we're staying as well here in Veliko. So if you decide you're going to come see our attorney and get things squared away for yourself, this is a good place to stay.
Absolutely.
If you're new to our channel, Julie and I, we're traveling the world with our two dogs, Arya and Katie. And we're trying to see what it's like to live in different places, and we're sharing our experiences and expenses with you, our viewers. And we also interview experts in real estate and residency and try to give you a full picture. Now, we do this by car. Our car is in our Bulgarian corporation's name, and we come back to Veliko Tarnovo every year to take care of the registration. Hey, you got your baby with you, all zipped up into your jacket even.
She is.
She's so spoiled. Good old Abs. She's gotten us a long ways in this world. Literally got us a long way in the world. Our attorney, Demeter, who will be in this video, is our attorney that helped us form our corporation so we could have this vehicle. Hey. Here we are, we're in Chrissy's apartment, and it's actually quite nice. It's here in Veliko Tarnovo, here for our MOT, our inspection, but very nice Airbnb. We do have a really nice bathroom, large shower. It's actually pretty deep. And it's got the drying racks. Very nice touches. Coming out here, we have a washer and a dryer, large laundry room, a good size bedroom. It's got a closet here as well. I sat on that bed already. It's very comfortable and nice, good sized living room and a really nice kitchen. It's got electric and gas oven, good sized sink, especially for Europe. It's got the microwave, good sized refrigerator. And then coming over this direction, got the L-size couch, good size TV. And then something we really were looking for is there is this park right out here. So we've got a place to take the dogs.
3, 2, 1!
Okay, so we are back with our favorite Bulgarian attorney, Demeter, who has done several videos with us, including how to register our vehicle and have a vehicle in Europe as Americans and drive around. So that's been a great part of our relationship, and you've worked with many of our clients, or not, I shouldn't say clients, viewers over the years have become his clients for either residency or getting a car. And so we are just always excited to come back and spend time with him. And he also helps us out with getting our car registered when we come back. But he's our residency expert, and we've got a lot of faith in him. So we're going to get our brand new 2024 update. Gosh, we did a 2021, 2022, 2023. So we've been dealing with you for 3 years.
Yeah. It's around it like a moment, just these 3 years and more.
Yeah.
Just passed very quick and very interesting and very productivity also. And happy to have this.
Yeah. So we're going to focus on the residency aspects here for Bulgaria, and you've been an attorney for quite a few years, and you've got answers for residency that I hate to say this. There's a lot of attorneys in Bulgaria, because we hear from our viewers that tell us that hey, we can't do this, we can't do that. This attorney tells us we can't open this bank account, we can't get residency, or we can't get a car. But you've got the solutions to all these. So I'm going to ask anybody that's watching, if you've been told no by another attorney, please contact us so you can connect with Demeter here, or connect with Demeter so that you can get the actual solution, because he's working around these hurdles.
So I should say that the residency matter is very specific. It is not something regular in Bulgaria, and it's connected with many facts also, and with many things that have to be considered around this. And many times people say that some residency questions cannot be resolved, and they are difficult to be sorted. But From our long practice, because our team works already around 18 years in this matter, we found solutions probably for everything. So it depends from the courage of the applicant and how consistent you will be. And it's possible to get residency in Bulgaria, and what gives actually opportunity to travel around European Union and surrounding countries.
Yeah. So there's a lot of nuances. Some of this information is pretty esoteric, and we know that you've got some solutions. Let's say for people that want to get residency in Bulgaria. They're coming here as a pensioner. So let's go, because a lot of our viewers are retirees. They want to come here to Bulgaria because it's got a great cost of living. There's mountains, there's life on the sea, there's a lot in Bulgaria. There's the ski resort town of Bansko, and there's also great cities like Plovdiv and Varna and Burgas and Sofia, and here Veliko Tarnovo, matter of fact. So if a retiree wants to come here, what do they need?
So for retirement persons, the main thing is to have this pension certificate, what is issued by the social services of their original country, and also police clearance, what is police check of the country. With both of these documents, they can come and to get a first visa from Bulgarian embassy of the country where they live. And also to come here in Bulgaria and to receive a residency. Something very specific what is point of the government of the last days is that the applicant have to have a Bulgarian bank account to be opened, because the state want to be sure that his pension will come here in Bulgaria and will be spent here in the country. This is a benefit for the country, what gives affordable opportunity and very easy access to the residency in Bulgaria. So this Bulgarian bank account really is difficult to be opened, but is not a secret for us, and we can open for anyone, no matter which country he will come from, and we can serve this matter. It just needs to be put as some accent on this, that most of the banks in Bulgaria, they require upfront residency, but we overcome this. And also the applicant needs to be prepared for sometimes for a good investigation from the banks, because you know we live in a dangerous world. 2 wars are active now in Ukraine and Israel, and also terrorism is also funded in very big levels. But this is not something that have to stop the people, the retirement persons, to come and to get a residency. It's possible, and we will do it.
So now we have a very international audience. So we have our Americans that have their Social Security. So it's going to be pretty easy, straightforward to come in with your Social Security check coming in here. If you have a pension from another government or another plan, of course you'll have different documents than what an American on Social Security or Canadian might have. But I guess some nations are going to be scrutinized a lot more. So I think we had mentioned like maybe Nigeria, Pakistan, some of these places where you're going to need a pretty solid line of being able to show that income is coming in, and because you don't want fraudulent paperwork, and like Nigeria is known for fraudulent stuff. So
especially in the area of the pensioner visa, this should be overcome. This should be ready, and these people are also welcomed, because anyway, people on ages are not looked at like dangerous people. They are out of suspicious, out of criticism. So just have to be followed the correct steps in this matter, and we can advise everyone up front for options about this.
So you can still work with these people. You just
Yeah,
might need a little bit more.
Be a little bit more complicated.
Yeah.
Okay.
It should be complications, but it will be fast. Yeah.
So the pensioner is going to need a visa D from their home country.
Yeah. So all of the visas what we speak about in Bulgaria, it's called visa D, because visa D means a long-term visa, and a long-term visa is intended to be obtained residency further. This is the purpose of the long-term visa D, And visa gives options to come in a country for 6 months, and it's multiplied visa, coming and going, and gives an applicant opportunity to obtain residency. If he skips this option, if he misses this option, then he will need to apply again for visa D on the new requirements to fill the procedure and to complete again, and to use this opportunity.
Okay. So Bulgaria is starting the process of becoming Schengen in March.
Yeah.
Are these rules expected to change after March at all, or is this going to still be the rule going forward?
So I should say that the Schengen question, how it's famous here in the country, is very specific also. It's a very it doesn't have just one answer. Mm-hmm. Because our government leads a very complicated conversations with the European Union, with the European Commission even, and there are some countries what don't like Bulgaria to be added in the Schengen zone. So now we have, I can say, partial success, because Bulgaria is received in the Schengen by air and by water from the sea, but not by the land. Mm-hmm. Still. But anyway, we estimate this like some progress and some step ahead, and we hope that very soon will be accepted in the Schengen zone and by the land also.
So this has a positive and negative impact on people with the residency here, because if you do have residency through Bulgaria, and then you would have access to the Schengen.
Yes.
Whereas if you don't have residency here and you're coming to Bulgaria, which we often like to come to Bulgaria because we don't do residency anywhere, Julie and I, and this does not count against our 90 days in the Schengen zone, that comes to an end in March for 2024. So that's now means they're part of the 29 countries that are all going to take the same 90 days out of your 180 days if you're out there slow traveling and visiting and doing the Nomad things like Julie and I, and using a car, getting it from Demeter. When you come back and do the registration, the MOT, and the taxes every year, those days will be on your Schengen clock now.
Mm-hmm. So I can say that people wants to travel around Europe, they continue to be served by us and successfully to register their car in Bulgaria and to travel using this Bulgarian registration in all the Schengen countries. Mm-hmm. And also surrounding countries, I would say Serbia, Montenegro, also your country, and Turkey, Georgia, they like also. So registration of the company for registration of the car is still valid and is still very attractive for people, because it gives the option to own a car in European Union without residency. Actually.
Yeah. So our car, we just did the taxes, the inspection, and if we do the insurance for the entire year, it's going to come out to roughly about 750 to 800 Bulgarian lev. So roughly about $400 to $450 is the cost, and so it's pretty economical. That's not even a car payment often in the United States. If you have a paid off car like Julie and I. Mm-hmm. But let's go back to talking about the retirees or anybody else that's going to come here. If they're putting money into the bank account here in Bulgaria, because you want the pensioners' retirement to be coming into a Bulgarian bank account.
Exactly.
So that has to be coming over here. Is there a tax on the retirement and the pension?
So in Bulgaria there is not a tax on the pension payments. These payments, they have a social function, and they come by social reasons, and they are not numbered like incomes and like some wage or salary. So every kind of money, what comes like pension, they won't be without taxation. They will be
tax free.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So retirement in Bulgaria is probably the simplest and the easiest.
Yeah.
So if you're a pensioner, Bulgaria's doors are wide open to you. Mm-hmm. What are the options if somebody's not retired and they don't have a pension? And when we talk about pension, we spoke briefly before, just to be clear, there could be people out there that are retired U.S. military, or maybe they're on the U.S. VA disability, they may qualify as a for being able to show the pension as well. So there could be somebody retired from the United States military at the age of 38, doing their 20 years, and they would qualify. So there's not an age bracket that says, hey, you have to be 65 or 70 years old to fall in this category.
Just to complete this, all kinds of pensions are acceptable. Just is needed to be issued a pension retirement certificate, and with this certificate, everyone with social pension, disability pension, or with military, they are welcomed.
Okay. Okay. So what are the other avenues to come in, the other doors?
So young people, for the young people, we have another options for residency in Bulgaria. We continue to serve very well opening of a representation branch of foreign company. So as far as I explained on our previous videos, it's needed a foreign company what have at least 2 years history about this. So improvement in this area of our practice is that we can provide a company who to give a sponsorship of this representation branch, and also just the applicant to obtain a company with history what to use to register a branch here in Bulgaria. This gives a very big easy access to the applicants, because they're gonna have and they're gonna buy their own company what to send them here in Bulgaria like representatives. And also the option is very interesting because up to 3 persons can be registered like representatives of this branch and to obtain residency. It's attractive for young people and for people who want to do something here and to work in Bulgaria.
Okay. And so that would be coming from a branch from another company, but would you be able to open up your own company here in Bulgaria and say, I want to live here? Like in some countries, you can open up your company and then stay in the country, and you're your only employee. Is that possible?
So for the business options, Bulgaria is still probably a little bit more difficult to obtain residency on this coast, on this ground, because Bulgarian law has a requirement if you open a corporation here to hire at least 10 Bulgarians in this corporation. What it's actually makes more contributions toward the country and more it's more difficult.
That's quite a requirement.
It should be just some modification of this model. What we are working to clarify it now. Probably if you open a company in Bulgaria and in this company you include 3 persons, 3 employees, because Bulgarian law gives opportunity up to 35% of the staff to be foreign. One of these persons should be a foreigner. So it should be. This is on the way of clarification of and improvement of our expertise. But we are on the way to find and to open this option also, hiring 2 Bulgarians and 1 foreigner. This foreigner like staff like employee person to obtain a residency.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Yes. What about getting I mean, there's people here that are maybe, I'm going to throw out a couple different keywords for you so you can touch on each of these. There's digital nomads are a popular thing right now. People want to come and stay for 6 months, 9 months as a digital nomad, maybe stay for 12 months. Then you have people that maybe want to come here as students or to come here and work or try to find a job. What are these options?
So especially for the when we talk about the work permit, we have also some steps ahead, because this kind of person, what you mentioned, should get a work visa for Bulgaria. So I need probably to mention that in the past we tried to register several people like freelancers and on a freelancing practice, but Bulgarian law puts one requirement for covering a Bulgarian language test, B1, and this looks like barrier, like
it's a hurdle.
It's difficult to learn to study Bulgarian. So we try to find some different way if these people find someone to hire them here like employees. And we have already some positive practice in that area, and I should separate, to divide the categories of the person on two groups. First of them, first group should be people who will get a standard job, typical job, and in this kind of area can come every kind of person to come and to get a job. Of course, this person has to have a skills and education for the job what wants to get. And in this group will be just valid mentioned by me restriction that not more than 35% of the staff of the Bulgarian company who hire them, 35% should be a foreign persons, not more. But we have also a second group, what are high educated person. This is some probably IT specialists, how you mentioned, digital nomads, and people who have more skills, and they are very experienced, and they are prepared to do a more well paid job. So in this area, there is not this kind of limit. It's not a restriction about this. Just only one is they to prove that they have and they go to this high education, university, school, college, and they are enough experienced for the job.
Okay.
So if somebody is coming here with the higher education and they're coming here to are they coming here to work, or can they come here, they make money elsewhere, improve income, that hey, I'm a professional, I have foreign income coming from abroad, and I want to base myself in Bulgaria. Is that possible? And if so, is there an amount that needs to be earned?
So, following your question, I should say that all of these questions are negotiable between employer and employee, and they should be in front of the country of the state to be just employed on the labor contract. But everything else what is negotiated between employer or other companies that should have interest of these skills and education, it's an open question, and gives on a person opportunity to agree one labor contract first primarily, and then to agree everyone additional relationships. Yeah.
Okay, so let me rephrase it, because I'm not sure. So let's say a person wants to come and live in Bulgaria. They have the higher education,
yes,
and they have a contract. They are employed from somebody in the United States or Canada or Australia. They're being provided a payment for their services, but they're going to do that service from Bulgaria. So it's not going to be a Bulgarian company involved. Can they just have their income coming from another country and work from Bulgaria? And is there a minimum amount to be earned? And if they're doing that while they're working in the country of Bulgaria, is there a tax implication from Bulgaria for the income that they are earning from the United States or Australia or Canada or something?
So all of this, what you described, this means that they have to apply the typical ways to apply like a freelancer, but freelancing actually
it's very difficult.
Yeah, so according to the language test.
Okay.
So actually this kind of person we should suggest some different ways, and practically they can do the same work, the same job what you described, and what is working for foreign company, and to get the incomes from them, but legally what is established here to be something different, to be hired for example from Bulgarian company, or to be something like representatives, or to be probably volunteers in an NGO, what I will mention further, and every kind of this, because this figure that you described, like someone gets money from abroad and work for foreign company, it's typical like freelancing, but freelancing is needs a Bulgarian language test. And further, I need to say that persons who receive incomes here in Bulgaria, the main point for the taxation is organization of their living habits and their living space. And if this is located in Bulgaria, they will pay taxes here. Of course, I need to say here and need to mention that taxation in Bulgaria is still 10% flat tax. what makes it very attractive.
Yeah, much more attractive than many countries.
Yeah, just for a big corporations, what have incomes more than 750 million euros.
Okay.
For them, the taxation rises this year. It's already 15%.
Okay, so if you're making over 750 million euros, then you're looking at 15%. So I'm sure there's a lot of you that this is going to impact.
Probably you know that this is the global tax, because of the global tax they want to be taxation to be at least 15%.
Exactly.
But we have still some
10%.
advantages, yeah, for small person, for small incomes.
So we have, you mentioned the NGO, the not-for-profit, basically the charitable people that can come here. And then you probably have something regarding missionaries and then students. What are these situations on these?
So for the students, there are different kind of persons, different group, and if they have established already their relations with some local university, like students, they can come, and with this certificate from the students we are able to help for a visa and for residency here. There are different group, and students are should be residents on this ground of education what they will get from a Bulgarian university. So next what we speak about NGO people, people who want to do non-economical activity. So we have very good improvements here also, because several people registered associations here, also foundations, NGOs, and the just specific thing is that these NGOs need to be registered in the public benefit, in the benefit of all the society. Anyway, we have the proper reasons, the proper goals what to be chased by these NGOs, and we can do it also. Also, in the near future, we plan to register one general NGO what will be intended especially for foreigners. It will be open, it will be faced toward the foreigners, and with the reason to come and to get a residency. In this NGO, people won't be needed to be some appointed like directors or like managers or something else. They could be at least volunteers in this NGO, and to obtain residency on this basis, on this ground. Okay. But I think we'll open the doors for foreigners.
Yes, and the NGOs, it's a term that maybe a lot of Americans are not familiar with. It's a pretty international term, but it's a you could be working with helping the homeless or helping the stray animals.
Exactly.
They're just
different goals,
different charities out there that if you have that in your heart that you want to come here and try to better society or help animals and something, this is an avenue.
For example, I can give another idea that these people should be involved in helping another foreigners to come and to get Bulgaria.
Yeah.
Just to help them with how is life here and lifestyle, what is typical, what is not, what is common, and to work with the institutions to help them to get different documents, different things.
Yeah, that would probably be very helpful for a lot of people.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure.
Are there any other mainstream types of residency that we didn't touch base on, or some that you wanted to still talk to?
So now this is the main mainstreams. This is the major things that, and I should say this is a successful cases that people get a residency. In the future, we're gonna develop another ones, but for now, to open a business or to do investment in Bulgaria, in Bulgarian properties or something like this, looks like a little bit in a side of our activity. Because our practice showed that this kind of grounds, this kind of reasons are most suitable, and they are most, I would say, achievable. So this is based on my practice, because probably from the time that we met each other, I have more than 2,500 emails and correspondence with the people, and I should say and found that this kind of reasons are most suitable for them to reach to get a residency. Of course, further we will also give improvements and we will notify again. In the next interview, probably we will have news again.
Yeah. So just to be clear, we've been working with Demeter, or knowing Demeter, and he's helped, I don't know, dozens upon dozens of our viewers. So we have confidence that he's the guy. He can help you with your residency. He can help you with doing the car situation like we do. Just we have faith. We haven't had anybody come back to us and that's been a viewer of ours to come back with some sort of bad story. So what I want to do is first off remind everybody, Julie and I, we're traveling with our 2 dogs, trying to see what it's like to live in different places. We're sharing our experiences, expenses, and trying to find residency options if they're out there at some of the places we go to, and doing some interviews with experts like Demeter here. So we hope you're going to subscribe. Don't forget to give this video a like. And we apologize a little bit for Katie and Arya's antics here, so I hope you just love them. So anyway, from Julie, Katie, Arya, and Demeter, we wish you a great day, and just have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye.